I'm going to list some things. You tell me which one you want to dispute. The Quran says that your husband can strike you if he suspects you of wrongdoing.
Taking that out of context.
Okay, let's read it in context then. Sure. Let's read it in context. Let's see if reading it in context makes it any better. So let's find the passage first.
By the way, the first university was made by a woman, and that was Arab, and that was Muslim.
That's not true. Khadija was a pagan and she was a rich woman doing trades. She was a trading woman and Khadija employed Muhammad. So a pagan woman employed Muhammad to do her trading for her. The rights of women were higher in pagan Arabia than they were under Islamic Arabia.
Definitely out of context.
Well, let's read it in context. Do you know the passage off the top of your head? 434. Do you want to read it in context? What's your name, sister? Sorry?
Varda.
Velta. Nice to meet you. My name's Bob. 434. Right. How much context do you want to give it to? 434 apparently. Right. So I'm going to read the full verse and let's see if it justifies wife beating. Okay, we're looking for a justification for wife beating. The full verse of 434 is this. Husbands are the protectors and maintainers of their wives because Allah has given one more strength than the other and because they support them from their means. Therefore, the righteous women are devoutly obedient and guard in their husband's absence what Allah hath given them to guard. As to those women on whose part ye fear disloyalty and ill conduct, admonish them first, next refuse to share their beds, and lastly, he says here spank them, but the Arabic is strike them. And he puts in brackets lightly, that's not in the Arabic. But if they return to obedience, seek not against them means of annoyance, for Allah is most high, great above you all. Is that enough context? Or do you want more context?
No, I want more context.
Where would you like us to read from? You choose how much context.
Just wait. I'm just reading in my text. It's Nisa 34.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, the sister is going to try and show us from the context that it is justified for a man to strike a woman because he suspects disloyalty. Not because he's proven it, not because he's established it, but because he suspects it. What a great legal system. You're guilty because I think you are. Now, in Christianity... No, that's not true. You don't know the Spanish Inquisition. I'll debate you next. In Christianity, precisely because of the inquisitional courts, you had to provide evidence for an accusation. That came from the inquisitional courts. Sister, how much context do you want? Sister, how much context? Where do you want me to read from?
It's absolutely right. But the thing is...
Wait.
You know, okay.
So 1 second. You said I took it out of context.
Yes.
So now I'm asking you, to be fair, tell me where you want me to read from to put it in context to justify what it says.
The point is,
Oh, I don't have to now.
you don't have
Great,
to
thank
use
you.
the complete one. But how are you taking out of context? It was said in a particular situation. It's not a law that you have to beat the wife. What you're making it sound is like you beat the wife if she's not obedient to you just because you're providing for her. It's an extreme condition where something is told about. Do not put them out of your house. Do not do this. Do not do this. That's the steps. That's a maximum you can do if the things really, really go bad. And maybe I'm not able to describe as I should because I'm not a preacher and I'm not a debater, so I'm sorry. But it doesn't say that if your wife is not obeying you, so beat her. It's not like that. Would you not ask your child to not go near the fire? Is it because you provide for them or you care about them? So you care about them, so it's really about you don't neglect them. You don't beat them. That's literally like telling like, this is your line, this is your line. If things go bad, this is your line. It doesn't say just divorce them, just take them out, just beat them. It doesn't say that.
Can I reply? Right. Are you done? I don't want to interrupt you.
Sure.
All right. So firstly, that is exactly what it says. Let's read it again. No, I listened to you patiently. No, wait. I listened to you patiently.
Okay.
Now you owe me the same courtesy. I didn't interrupt you, don't interrupt me.
Sure.
So this is literally what it says. And she has agreed now that I didn't take it out of context and we didn't need to read it in context. So we can just read it as it is. Listen to these words. As to those women on whose part ye fear. That could also be translated as suspect. Ye fear disloyalty and ill conduct, admonish them first, next refuse to share their beds, and lastly strike them. That's what the passage actually says. If your husband suspects that you have been disloyal, that suspicion alone justifies him in admonishing you, in banishing you from the bed, and in striking you according to the Quran. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. Striking is marital physical abuse, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm going to interrupt you. No, I haven't finished. I haven't finished, and I will interrupt you if you don't let me finish. Now, the sister went on to make an argument. She used a comparison to raising a child. So in other words, part of her defense is that a woman is like a child and so must be disciplined like a child. You said that if a child was going to go towards the fire, you would admonish them and if necessary, smack them. Exactly. And she's using that as an argument for defending a husband beating his wife. In other words, she is seeing women like children in the marriage context. That is something alien to the Christian worldview.
You're
completely
really
taking it out
bad
of
with
context.
words.
I'm talking to her.
Yeah,
Really
but
bad.
what you're saying is
Sorry?
not correct.
You're really connecting different aspects. You're not
The
actually
striking
so-
part-
No.
So which part of the verse did I
When
misrepresent?
did I say I'm comparing it to a child raising a child and a married? Excuse me.
You literally used the example of a child.
I said he's my friend. If he's going to jump off the cliff, I'm gonna ask him to stop. If he doesn't, I'm gonna do something like at least do this. Striking, the word that's used for striking, is not like hitting.
No, it is. It's striking.
No, it's
you
not.
Need to check
Yes,
that.
it is.
No,
You
it's
need to
not.
check
No,
that.
you're the ones making it up.
No.
It's
We're
literally
not.
the Arabic.
I've
It's
learned
like
it.
striking a
We
donkey.
have learned that.
The same word is used in Arabic for striking a
You
donkey.
can make it the way you want.
No,
People
it's
do
all-
here to
All
you.
of you can go and check
Yes,
it.
they can, and they
Yes.
will, and they'll see you're lying.
Yes.
Yes. Now, let me ask you this. You've just made it an example. Your justification is if the woman is irrational, like someone who's going to jump off a cliff, then you can do something like strike them.
No.
That's
By the way, that's my book.
that's my
And-
book. It's not yours. I'll do what I
That's my
want.
Quran.
No, it's my Quran. It's not your Quran. If you're an Islamic supremacist, go somewhere else.
Okay.
This is my Quran.
Then-
It's not yours. I'll do with it whatever I want.
No, that's my Quran.
No, it's not your Quran.
First
It's
thing
my
is-
Quran.
so
Do you own
need
it?
to respect
Do you own it?
religion first.
Do you own it?
It's not about the book.
Deal with the striking.
I respect my
I
Quran.
struck it lightly. Is that right or wrong? I struck it lightly.
Don't think-
other
You
religions.
But I
need to
struck it
realize-
lightly.
You need
But I
to
struck it
evidence.
lightly, so it's okay.
You cannot compare
If I
the
strike
word
it
God
lightly, is it
to a
okay?
woman. You cannot do that.
If I
So you
strike
need
it
to
lightly, is it
respect
okay?
God.
What point are you trying to
So
make?
here we've got someone who I struck this Quran lightly. It's my Quran. I can do whatever I want with it. It's not theirs.
There's a difference between
But
women and the book.
it's different. In other words, it's okay to strike a woman, but it's not okay to strike the Quran. Seriously. Shame on you indeed. Shame on you indeed.